Welcome. Tonight I'm going to use a bolster and a block. But if you don't have a bolster, you could just grab a pillow. That'll do just fine. And actually, your pillow would be fine to use in place of a block as well. And you may wish to have a blanket nearby as well. If you have issues being on your knees, there's some things that we'll do where we'll be on our knees a little later on. And it just might be more comfortable for you to have that little extra cushion under your knees. So we're going to begin with breath. Tonight's class is going to be, I'm just feeling like I need some stillness. I need to find stillness in my mind and my body tonight. So that's what our focus is going to be on. So we'll have these moments where we're moving, and then we'll have moments where we're still. And we're going to just in those moments, notice the difference from the movement to the stillness. And each time you come into the stillness, try practicing coming into it a little more quickly and settling into it as quickly as you can. We're going to begin with some breath work. I want you to sit down on your mat, root yourself down firmly. You can kind of sway a little side to side and just find that nice connection under the sit bones and really have a sense of grounding, rooting yourself down. There's a proverb that says, to flourish above, one must be firmly rooted below. So give that some thought as you settle into your seat here tonight. Go ahead and close your eyes when you're ready. Just have a nice tall spine here. Chin back a little bit here so our ears are over our shoulders. We want our shoulders relaxed down the back. And you want to think about engaging your lower bandhas there, Mula Bandha, the pelvic floor, and Uddiyana Bandha, the low belly. And that subtle lock there will help root you down. So then you can kind of release some tension in the hip flexors. We're going to work with the breath. We're going to take a mudra here with our first finger and our thumb and glue the other three fingers together, and then the backs of the hands can just gently rest on your knees. So anytime you're inhaling, your gaze will be forward. You can keep your eyes closed, but the head position would be looking forward. Anytime we're exhaling or holding the breath, we're going to have our chin tucked towards our chest so that we are engaging that last bandha, Jalandhara Bandha, the throat lock. So we'll start with our head there in a neutral position and take a nice slow inhale, filling the lungs completely, finding that nice ujjayi breath, and exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Hold at the top. Exhale. Inhale. Hold at the top. Don't create tension in the body when you're holding the breath there, when you're retaining that breath. Exhale. Stay relaxed. Inhale. Hold. Exhale. Hold. Inhale. Hold. Ex- Hold. Inhale. Hold. Exhale. Hold. Inhale. Exhale. Hold. Inhale. Exhale. Hold. Inhale. Exhale. Hold. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Go ahead and take 2 more breaths here at your own pace. You don't have to engage Jalandhara Bandha. You can just keep your head in a neutral position. After that second exhale, you can blink your eyes open. We're going to do a little seated flow here. You'll inhale, reach the arms up, and then exhale, side bend to the right, bringing your right hand down. And as you do that, make sure you're keeping the left hip down, and we're going to look towards the left arm. Then we'll inhale back up, reaching the arms up, and then exhale now to the left side. Keep that right hip down, and we're going to look towards the right arm. Inhale back up, reaching the arms up overhead, and then exhale, twist to the right. Your left hand can rest on the right knee, helping you twist. And then inhale back to center. Exhale, twist to the left. Inhale back to center, reaching up, and then exhale your hands through heart center, keeping them there. Tuck your chin, close your eyes, and take 3 deep breaths. Blink your eyes open. Next inhale, reach those arms out wide and up overhead. And we're going to take this flow again. Exhale, bend to the right, looking to the left arm. Inhale, back up, reach up. Exhale, bend to the left. Look at the right arm. Inhale, back up. Exhale, twist to the right. Inhale, back to center, reaching up. Exhale, twist to the left. Inhale, back to center. And then exhale, hands in front of the heart. Tuck the chin, close the eyes, take 3 deep breaths. After that third breath, blink the eyes open. We're going to extend the right arm out to the right leg out to the side, keeping the left leg bent. So we're going to do that same flow with the upper body. We're just going to have the leg extended now. So you're going to be getting a stretch here in your hamstring and your inner thigh here in particular. So just take it easy. Maybe you don't come into the side bend or the twist quite as deeply as you did when the legs were crossed. Just notice those things and work with them, making sure that you're keeping everything feeling good in your body as you move here. Inhale, reach your arms up. Exhale, right hand will come down, we'll bend to the right, looking up towards the left arm. Inhale. Exhale, other side. Inhale. Exhale, twist to the right. Inhale. Exhale, twist to the left. Inhale. Exhale, hands to heart center. Close your eyes, 3 breaths. We'll do that again. Inhale, reach the arms up. Nice wide sweep up. Exhale, side bend to the right. Looking up towards the left arm. Inhale, back to center, reach up. Exhale, other side, looking at the right arm. Inhale, back up. Exhale, twist to the right. Inhale, back up. Exhale, twist to the left. Inhale, back to center, and then exhale, hands to the heart. 3 breaths here. Go ahead. Blink your eyes open. We're going to switch legs. Now, if you're struggling at all with this, having your leg out, it might be helpful to use your blanket or something under the hips if it would feel like that might give you the lift you need to sort of keep the spine a little straighter, maybe the leg a little straighter here. So inhale, reach the arms on around, up overhead, and then we're going to exhale, to the right. And then inhale, exhale to the left. Inhale, exhale, twist to the right. Inhale, exhale, twist to the left. Inhale, reach the arms up, and then exhale, bring the hands to heart center. 3 breaths. Next inhale, bring those arms up. Big sweep up, and then exhale to the right. Inhale. Exhale to the left. Inhale. Exhale, twist right. Inhale. Exhale, twist left. Inhale. Exhale, hands to heart center. Take 3 breaths. Find that stillness of mind and body. Good. Go ahead and blink your eyes open. We're going to make our way into child's pose. Take your pillow with you, or if you have a bolster, we're going to do a nice little supported child's pose. So sit back on your heels and bring your knees out about as wide as your mat so that you can bring your torso forward. Place your pillow there in front of you to rest your chest on. And then reach your arms out long. So you can rest your chin on the pillow or drop the head down in whatever way feels comfortable. But settle into this again, finding that stillness of mind and body, still connected with our breath. Nice, deep, easy breathing. These are perfect opportunities to find tension in the body and let it go. Oftentimes, we're holding tension somewhere in our body without even realizing it. We're not putting any thought into purposefully tensing the body. It just happens with stress or anxiety or a number of other reasons. We do it all day long. So, when you come into these poses to hold the stillness, try to find those areas of tension and notice that you're tensing them up. Then just breathe deeply, let it go. Settle into it a little deeper. Let's take 5 deep breaths here. Next inhale, use your hands to sort of walk yourself back up to a seat on your heels and move your pillow off to the side. And we're going to come into downward dog. So place your hands out in front of you, tuck your toes and lift your hips up high. Once you're there, pedal out the heels, wag your tail, anything else that feels good to you here. On your next inhale, you're going to step your right foot forward. Feel free to use your right hand if you need to give it some help. You're going to keep your back leg lifted. We're going to come up to a high lunge, but if you need to modify, feel free to drop that back knee to the mat. So we're going to inhale our arms up, reaching up, and then exhale, hands to heart center. Keeping that back leg strong. Inhale, reach the arms out wide, bring them up overhead again. Exhale, hands to heart center. One more, nice and slow. Little bit of a challenge here. When you're moving the upper body, it's tough to keep that low body balanced, perhaps. Bring your hands to heart center. Hold here. 2 deep breaths. Bring your hands down to the mat and step yourself back into downward dog. Once you're there, pedal out your heels if you'd like. Notice the difference between the left leg and the right leg. Let's go ahead and bring the left foot forward on your inhale, setting up here. If you needed to drop the back knee on the other side, go ahead and do that here. And we're going to inhale, reach our arms up, settling into that lunge. Exhale, hands to heart center. Big inhale. Exhale slowly. Inhale. Exhale, hands to heart center, and we're going to hold here for 2 breaths, finding that stillness in the body and the mind, noticing your heart pumping, maybe noticing your face flushed. Go ahead and plant your hands, step back into downward dog here, pedal out the heels. We'll slowly walk our feet up to the top of the mat and keep your feet hip width apart. And let's hang in ragdoll. So take a bend in the knees here. Soften the knees, grab opposite elbows above your head, and hang heavy. So soft bend in the knees. We're still lifting the hips up so that we get that nice stretch along the entire backside of the body here. No tension in the neck or shoulders, maybe shaking the head a little, yes or no. Keep the knees bent, dropping the hips down underneath you. Go ahead and release the elbows, let the arms hang, and just roll yourself up to standing. Stacking each vertebrae slowly. Once you're at the top, roll your shoulders down the back a few times. And you can keep your feet separated, hip width apart here. We'll do a standing flow now. So we'll inhale, reach the arms up, exhale, bend to the right. You're just going to drop your right hand down. And if you'd like, you can continue looking towards that arm that's overhead as well. That might feel nice in the upper back. Inhale back to center. Exhale, drop the left arm down and bend to the left. We'll inhale back up. Exhale, fold forward. Place your chest on your thighs. Reach around. Give yourself a hug behind the legs. And then inhale, drop the hips. Reach the arms up. Come through chair. Exhale, back to standing. Again, inhale, reach up. Exhale to the right. Inhale. Exhale to the left. Inhale. Exhale, fold. Bend the knees, rest your chest on your thighs. Give yourself a hug. Inhale through chair. Exhale, back to standing. Let's do it one more time. Inhale. Exhale to the right. Inhale. Exhale to the left. Inhale. Exhale, fold. Inhale to chair. And exhale, come to standing. You can keep your feet rooted where they are. Bring your right hand to your chest, left hand to the low belly. Close your eyes and take 3 slow breaths here. Feel that heart pumping. Feel your breath in your belly, in your chest. Appreciating these 2 gifts that give you life. Good. Go ahead and inhale, reach the arms up, stretch up, and then exhale, fold forward. Plant your hands, keep your right foot planted, and step that left foot back, dropping that left knee and coming up. We're going to keep the tailbone heavy, shift the hips forward. So little runner stretch here. You can bring your hands to that front knee for support. Give it a couple breaths here first, being mindful of keeping the tailbone heavy so that we have more of a neutral pelvis. We don't want an anterior tilt to the pelvis happening here. Then we create slack in our psoas. We don't actually stretch. So make sure left toes are pointed straight back as well. But once you've taken a few breaths there, if you feel like you could go deeper while holding this, maybe walking that right foot out a little further so you can come down deeper, then go ahead. You could bring your hands down to the mat, or maybe if you have a block handy, you could bring your hands down to the block. But you just want to keep the chest lifted, keeping that spine nice and long, and keeping that tailbone slightly tucked so you don't lose that stretch happening in the front of your left hip. We'll take just a couple more breaths here and then add a twist to it. Keep your left hand planted on your block or the mat and bring your right hand to that right knee. Keep your spine nice and long, chest lifted, and look over that right shoulder. You can use your hand on your knee for a little help here with your twist, creating a little traction there. Now you can just stay in your twist, or we'll do a little movement here with it. So you can start to drop the left hip down, opening that right knee a little wide. Keep your toes in line with where that knee is pointing and look over. And then inhale back. Exhale, drop into that twist a little more. Inhale. Exhale, drop into it one last time. Inhale back to center here. Let's plant both of our hands, tuck the back toes, step back to downward dog, pedaling out the heels, and then again noticing the difference between how your left leg or hip feels compared to the right side. And then we'll bring the left foot forward. Drop your right knee. Coming upright first so that you can focus on that neutral position of the pelvis and then shift it forward. Keeping your hands on that front knee for support. Right toes are pointed straight back behind you. Shift the hips forward a bit, but don't lose that stretch in the front of the right hip. Taking a couple breaths here before going further into it if you did on the other side. So if you were able to come down onto your hands on your mat or your block on the other side, go for it here. Just be mindful of lifting that chest, keeping the spine nice and long. Right toes pointed straight back. Try not to sickle the foot. Couple more breaths here. Right hand will stay on the mat. Bring your left hand to that left knee and look over the left shoulder. Come into the twist here first. Couple breaths. And then you can stay in the twist or add that movement to it, rotating the right hip down, opening the left knee up, keeping those left toes in line with the knee. Inhale back up, and then exhale, drop into that twist. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale back to center here. Bring both hands to the mat. Let's walk our left foot over. Drop your left knee behind the left wrist. So we're going to take a variation of pigeon. We're going to bring, so you can sit on that left hip and bring your right knee out. And then we're going to use our pillow here for a nice supported stretch. So this is deer pose, and you can decide whether you bring that right knee more forward or you could bring it back a little more, depending on the sensations you're hoping to get there in your right hip. So bring your pillow then on that left leg, on top of that left leg, to support your torso as you come down. And then you can just relax the head. Maybe you're able to rest your head on your forearms or stack two fists, or if you have another pillow or a block handy, you could rest your head there. Take some nice deep breaths and really settle into it. Really trying to be mindful of the tension you might be holding in your left hip. Release, let go. Deep breaths. Let's take about 5 more breaths here. After the 5th breath, use your hands to help you sit back up. You can move your pillow out of the way and just come back into downward dog. And then let's bring our right knee behind the right wrist, shifting over to that right hip to bring the left leg out. Again, setting that leg that's out to the side, either a little more forward if you'd like less of a stretch in that hip, or a little more back if you'd like more. Bringing your pillow to your front leg and then resting your chest on top. Finding a way to support your head. And then, as you're able to relax and release that tension in the right leg, maybe even in your low back or your shoulders, you might feel like you could come into it a little deeper and maybe lose the support that you have under your head, maybe bringing your head then to the mat. Nice deep breathing here. Trying to focus on the stillness of the posture. So coming into it where you're comfortable holding and you don't feel the need to keep rearranging. Just settling yourself into it comfortably, calmly. And noticing any emotions that arise in this posture as well. Anything that comes up with that feeling of being supported here, being really comfortable, fully able to let go, relax, and release.
Let's give it about 5 more breaths. Very carefully, working your way back up to a seat and just swing the left leg around. Make sure your block is handy. We're going to lay down, but make sure everything's within reach here. We're going to take our pillow underneath our shoulder blades. So you want to lay down, support the upper back here, and drop your head down to the mat. And then you'll just bring your arms out to a T. Take a couple nice deep breaths. Try to relax the shoulders and relax the hips. There's a little bit of a back bend happening here. And typically, when we're in a back bend in this prone position, we tend to sort of arch a little more in our back than we need to and tense up our hip flexors. So be mindful of what's happening in the pelvis and the low back right now and try to relax. Think about a soft weight being placed on the hips to release them a little more towards the floor. Let's take about 5 more breaths. After your 5 breaths, you're going to need to move your pillow out from under you. So use your elbows to prop yourself up just enough to slide the pillow out from under you. Make sure you have your block handy, or maybe you need to use another pillow if you don't have a block. We're going to bend our legs and bring our feet to the mat, press into the feet and lift the hips so we can take a nice supported bridge here. So you're going to place your block underneath your hips, fully supporting your pelvis. You can relax into this. You can have your palms facing up towards the ceiling. You can slide your shoulders down your back and just settle into it. Let your shoulders and chest melt down to the floor, releasing tension in your jaw, in your eyes or your scalp, your ears. Soften your belly here. Feel your pelvis get a little heavier. You're going to take your right ankle and cross it over the left knee. And then let that right leg just fall heavy. Everything's supported here. Your hips should still be supported on the block, your ankle supported on the knee. And release. Let go. Deep breaths. Three more breaths here. Can bring your right foot back to the mat and then bring your left ankle to cross the right knee. Just let that leg fall open here. Relax. Relax your foot. Let the knee fall towards the ground. Take three more breaths. And we'll bring our left foot to the mat. Take 5 nice deep breaths here in your supported bridge. And after those 5 breaths, you can remove your block. You can hug your knees in after you've removed your block. Just rock gently side to side here a few times. We're going to take a half happy baby. So extend your left leg long on the mat and bring your right foot to face the ceiling. So we're going to try to grab the outer edge of the right foot and let the right knee drop off to the right side of the body. If you can't reach your foot, you can go ahead and just grab underneath the leg under your hamstring there and pull the leg off to the side. You want to try to keep your left leg long and flat on the mat. So flexing that foot will help if it seems to be popping up. You can also place your left hand on the leg to help bring it down. You want to put a little kick into your grip on that right side there. Feel the entire spine lengthened out, so tuck the chin a bit. And then we're going to take that right foot and release it to the inside of our left leg. So a reclined tree here. Try to allow the right leg to relax and fall to the floor. If you need your pillow or some support under that leg, that's fine. You can slide it under there. Settle into it. And let's take 5 deep breaths here. Then you can extend the right leg, just stretch it out on your mat. Take a breath, observing the differences from one side to the next. And then let's bring the left leg up for that half happy baby. Take any modifications you need to. Be mindful of that right leg, trying to keep it as flat and straight as you can. Put some tension there in the foot and the grip. Nice long spine, so tuck the chin. And then we'll go ahead and release that foot to the inside of the right leg, settling into your reclined tree, and take 5 breaths here. After those 5 breaths, then you can stretch the left leg long and settle into Shavasana. Take a nice long Shavasana. Hopefully, you're feeling fully relaxed. You've practiced finding these moments of stillness in your mind and in your body all throughout class. And so now we're to the point where it feels good to be still. So stay. You can let go of controlling the breath. Try to soften the body completely. Namaste.